ladies and gentlemen, welcome to it.
Good morning to the folks. What up to the youngins and bless up to the world.
And then Jay just put your info on blast like that.
It's what the people want to know, bro. My bad.
Nah, bro.
What's happening? What's happening? Good morning, good morning, good morning to the folks. What up to the youngins and bless up to the world. It's your boy Jay Paris. We coming to you live on this beautiful Monday morning from Johannesburg, South Africa. It's the Morning Shake powered by the Inside Show, and it's one of the best podcasts in the world. I'm actually just waiting for my host to hop on. He's here in the building though. He's literally there in the paddock. But how you guys doing? It's been forever. It's been forever, and it's good to be back. I know we haven't been on for quite a minute. Bunch has been happening, but we are back. We are live, and we are good to go. And finally, the host of the show, Xavier Hendricks, is back. I don't know where. I know where you were, but
Split bros here the whole time.
Yeah, you were here, bro.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to it. It is the Morning Shake, and of course, with me, your host Xavier Hendricks, and of course, as Jay has already hopped into the show, I just had to sort out something in there quick. So I told him, nah, bro, you continue so long. I'll be back in a second. But again, thank you so much for jumping on today. Thank you guys for everyone who's tuned in. Please do continue to share, continue to like, continue to show what we're out here doing. It's always an honor and a privilege to be a part of this show. And like Jay said, we haven't been on the show probably in the past 2 weeks. Again, last week was a public holiday. Mm-hmm. So that obviously usually when we do public holidays on a Monday like that, it's like, nah, bro, we can't, because we need obviously people to come in, switch everything on. Remember, bro, we're not just going live on our phones or something like that. We literally
coming into
with the whole team, the
yeah.
studio. People are switching. There's a bunch going on. But if you aren't in the comment sections, please do drop a comment in the comment section. And as we have this conversation today, we're having an interesting conversation. We're having a conversation with the author today, Mr. Bongani. And
I'm looking forward to this, bro, because it's obviously Monday. I think also the stage of the year that we're in, this is usually the time where people really just sit back and think about, the year, especially now, like I mentioned, towards the latter stages of the year, people really sit down and think like, yo, what did I achieve? Did I tick off my goals and all of that? So who better to have in the stew, bro, than to just give us some of that inspiration, just to let us know that it's not over. You still have purpose, you still have vision, you still have destiny, no matter what stage of your life that you might find yourself in. You can still finish strong, even though I do know we're literally about 2 months away from December, bro. It's that crazy period, but yeah, I'm looking forward to the show, bro.
Yeah, man. So ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, please help me welcome our guest this morning, none other than Mr. Bongani. Bro, how do I spell? Wait, how do I say your surname? I don't want to butcher it.
My surname is Putswane.
Putswane. Am I saying it right?
Putswane.
Nah, my brother, thank you so much for coming through, man.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming through. You definitely just dropped. Yeah. I didn't know you had 2 books, bro.
Yes.
I didn't know you had 2 books. So this is the one I'm familiar with, because this is the info you sent me.
Sure.
Jay, check out this one. But my brother, thank you so much for coming. Thank you for sharing this moment with us, and obviously sharing your books with us. We're looking forward to a dope conversation. We're looking forward to hearing your story, your journey, how we get to this point where you've written now so far 2 books. I'm really, really looking forward to that. But don't you want to say what's up to the viewers today, and basically just introduce yourself to our audience, man?
All right. Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Bongani Putswane, the most craziest youth pastor in the planet, energetic, on fire for the Lord. And man, I'm just a young person who's trying to make a difference in the city. And I'm all the way from KZN, and I just came to visit. But by the way, I'm on a sabbatical. I came to rest, but you know what it is. Sometimes it's good to connect with people. But I'm excited to be on the show, and it's gonna be awesome.
What's up with the fit, bro? You didn't know, maybe formal, but let me maybe put a cap on just to Not be too formal.
You know, after this, I have another meeting, you know, so in that meeting, you gotta look formal. So, I was like, you know,
Oh, so you can't obviously chilling with the homies. So yo, let me just rock the cap
you know,
for
rock
now.
the cap and then I'll
Soon
throw it
as-
out after that.
You'll switch it up as it goes. We'll switch it up
Yeah.
as it goes. Now, but Bong, thank you for coming, man. You all the way from KZN. Tell us this. You were youth pastor, right? How long have you
Yes.
been a youth pastor?
I've been a youth pastor for almost 7 years.
Yeah.
I think my bad. Let's just do that.
100%.
If you want to rock sets or not, bro.
Sure, bro.
It's
Let's
up to you.
kill
Is
it.
it cool? Let's do it this way. Is that cool? My bad.
Nah, no worries. No
Yeah.
worries.
I
It's
know.
better to get it done early in the show, anyways. So Jay likes wearing his earphones. I don't really vibe with earphones like
so,
that.
It's good to hear a bit. And
Yeah.
then, like,
yeah, just like you see what I'm saying.
Like
the one
that,
ear
yeah.
wide open.
Nah, bro, for me it's just too loud. But as you were saying, bro, you were a youth pastor for 7 years at the same church.
Yeah, I was a youth pastor for my first church. So basically, before I received Christ, I come from a Muslim background.
That's
I was a
interesting.
Muslim and I was addicted to petrol, glue, benzene. I was a very rebellious kid. Had no vision, had no hope. Come from a difficult background. Come from a community where there was prostitution. Lost my brother in a very young age through gangsterism, stealing, and stuff like that. And yeah, I got invited by a friend to church. And then when I got to church, that's where my life got transformed, got changed. And then, you know, when I finished school, I started doing ministry. So I started being a youth pastor 2017, and I started in Pretoria. I started a church in a garage in Pretoria at my place. And it grew, man. And then we saw God moving mightily and powerfully in Eastland, in Pretoria. And now I'm based in Durban because I resigned at the church where I was serving because I felt that the Lord is calling me to more greater things, you know, to be out there, you know. So yeah, now I'm in Durban with Discovery Church.
That's interesting. So are you originally from Durban or
Originally from Pietermaritzburg, yeah, from KZN. That's where I'm from originally. But God called me to Pretoria in 2017, and I still believe that I'm called for this city, man. I really love this city. I'm passionate about this city. God is doing amazing things in this city, and I've seen God doing mighty and powerful things. I've been to over 700 schools, man, visiting, doing motivation, preaching. I've been to all the provinces in South Africa, you know, through the life of Foxfire. I was a missionary, you know, straight out of school. I went into missionary work. You know, I'm an evangelist, you know. I'm very passionate about reaching out, man.
Come on, you
that's dope, man.
literally just like did the whole show in about 2 minutes. Overview everything. But tell us a bit about that first moments when God called you. You're speaking now a little bit about a rough background that you had and obviously started off with. What was that moment? How did it come about that you actually said yes to the call?
And I also want to hear your story, like what Jay was saying now, your story from that transition from Islam.
Yo, it was a difficult one, you know. I think for me personally, because, you know, when you don't have purpose, when you don't know who you are, and now you try to discover yourself through different things. And I was under friends, you know, trying to please my friends. You know, I always say to people, you are born looking like your mommy and daddy, but you're gonna die looking like your decisions. So my
Bars
life
in the morning,
Hey, you know,
bars
what I'm
in the
saying?
morning.
So I didn't have vision, you know, but I was always around Christian friends. So these friends of mine, I used to see them excited. I used to see them living their best lives. And here am I. I'll tell you a crazy story. So my friend invited me to youth. So I couldn't go to youth because, you know, Monday to Friday, I have to attend madrasa because I'm a Muslim. I have to wear my
Was your parents Muslim? How did you end up?
Yeah. My father's a Muslim. My mom's a Muslim. The whole household is a Muslim, you know. So I bunked madrasa one Friday. I took my stuff and everything. I put it in the bush and I went to youth. And when I went to youth, I was like, yo, things are happening here. And I was like, I really want to have an encounter with Jesus. So I came back from the youth. I took my stuff in the bush, went home. But my father realized that I never went to madrasa. And
But
gave
how
me-
did he find out? Did someone tell him?
Yeah, our mulana, they tick a register. So there's a register they can tick. And then my father's like, where were you? I was like, hey, I just went out just to play soccer because I was a
Because
soccer
if you
player.
say you're going to church, it's even worse.
It's even worse, you know. So he beat me up and stuff like that. But I realized that, man, there was something that was planted in that moment when I went there.
You already tasted it.
And I was like, I want more, man. I really want more. So it happened to the point that now I couldn't go to church. Then I started drinking, living a reckless life. And then my friends that I trusted put a drug in my drink. So when they put a drug in my drink, I vomited blood. I passed out. I fell. I always tell the story to the students. The front teeth that I have here, it's false teeth because I lost my teeth in front because I fell. I damaged my gums. A lot happened. That's why when I preach, like someone's listening this morning, I always ask the question, who dropped you? The reason
based on that story.
Yeah, based on that story. Who dropped you? And how will you get up and also forgive those people who dropped you? Because I got dropped, bro. But I had to dust myself and tell myself, hey, Bongani, there's greatness inside of you. As the Bible says, greater is he, the one that's within you, than the one in the world. So the transformation part, to answer your question, I walked into the church after that encounter. The Sunday, my friend told me, come to church again, Bongani. I went to the torn jean. Right now I'm wearing a torn jean. This was not a swag back then. So my jean was torn at my back here. So I went to church.
Were you a street kid at that time?
Close to that, my brother, because now you naughty, bro. You live in this. Most of the time you're not at home, you know. I was living that life, you know. So and then when I went to church that Sunday morning at God's Family Life Center, and Pastor Greg Smurder's church, you know, he ministered a powerful word, man. And I'm like, man, I really want to give I was addicted to petrol and all that at that moment, you know. And I sat there at the back, I was like, wow, I really want to have an encounter. So nobody laid hands on me. I just lifted up my hand. I said the sinner's prayer, and God delivered me from drugs. Same time. No rehab, nothing. One Sunday, went back home, and my parents are like, there's something different about this guy.
Oh, so they could see there's something.
They could see, because now every day I used to come back high. You know, but that Sunday when I came back as a different young man. And a week went by, a month went by. They could see that there's something different about this young man. But now the challenge is that when I was a Christian, I still had to attend madrasa to please my father.
Yo, bruh. And so, okay, how's that conflict, bro? Your cam's over there.
Okay.
Because I'm noticing that you're looking there.
That's idea, bro.
That's you there. But how's this conflict in your spirit now? Now you know the truth. Now you have to still kind of keep your father happy by going. But now there's this conflict of religion versus relationship going on now.
Yeah.
How do you finally get to the point where you make this decision to say, you know what, I don't care what my father thinks. I don't care what happens next. Me, I'm doing relationship.
You know, my brother, I'll tell you one thing. You see, when you have an encounter with Jesus, there should be a transformation. I always say to people, there's something when you receive the authentic gospel message of Jesus Christ. Yeah. Your life will never be the same again. Hey, bro, I just went crazy after that. So now I had to attend madrasa, and then attend youth group, attend church. But I found it was being a conflict now. So there's one day when I went to madrasa carrying my Quran, because I had to also present what I've learned in my Quran. Now I'm saying my stuff in my Quran and
in Arabic.
Yeah, in Arabic. I forgot few lines, you know, and the Mulana claps me, you know. The Mulana, yeah, they hit you, bro. If you don't know your stuff, they hit you. So he hits me. But now you must remember, this guy is born again now. There's something inside of him. I'm like, hey, bro. He hits me. I says, try it again. He hits me again. And I'm like, I stood up. I told him, today's the last day where I attend madrasa. I threw the Quran on the floor.
You can't drop it.
Yeah. It was crazy. His son stood up. This is the first time I'm sharing the story in this podcast, in this radio. I threw the stuff on the floor, and my brother also was attending the madrasa with me. So he stood up to protect me, and his sons, the Mulana, stood up to protect him. And I was like, I'm leaving now. That was the last time I left that place. And then I went home, and the news got to my father.
What the heck? A fight is about to break out here in
my father's like, bro, you're no longer my son. Pack your stuff.
Serious,
leave.
bro?
I got rejected, bro. There's a couple of days where I had to sleep outside, couple of days where I had to sleep on my friend. And But
What age, sorry, broski, what age? I just want to get the old timelines of everything taking place here, bro.
15, 16, 14, somewhere there. Those age groups, man. Damn, Mfethu, you know. And that time also I'm failing in school. Bro, like my life, Mfethu, I've seen God's hand. She said right now, there's so many things. Like from failing grade 8, failing grade 9, like I even failed matric, bro. You know, life was difficult. I was a rebellious kid, like I'm telling you, man. But when Christ came into my life, man, I had stubborn faith. There's a scripture I couldn't even read and write. And my pastor, Pastor Greg, gave me my first Bible. I actually traveled with that, but I used to treasure that Bible because the first one that my father saw, he tore it. Pastor Greg got me another one. That one I used to also tuck it in the bush, you know, and he will testify, Pastor Craig will tell, even in school, I used to carry that Bible. Couldn't read it. But until I had an encounter with Jesus and God started ministering to me. And my favorite book in the Bible is James. Hey, man, faith without deeds is dead. And I kept on standing on those words, praying and trusting God. And today, as I speak to you, my family is born again. It's only my father now who's not born again, but the rest of the family, everybody's saved.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask you. I was going to ask if everyone else followed suit.
Do you still have that connection with your dad, though?
100%. Even right now, here on radio, he will call me and ask me, how did it go? He supports me because fruits are the most important thing, bro.
Yeah, you can't deny your fruit.
You can't, bro. You can't.
Especially if they know how you used to be.
The question that we brought to the table to him, we were like, Dad, do you want your son or do you want him dead? Choose. Had to choose and said, hey, he's the one who supports my ministry. He's the one, even he designs my outfit to go preach. He basically, I just have to make that appeal to him and say, hey, man, do you need Christ?
Just jump in. Just come and join me once.
Your mom saved there.
Mom got saved. So so what I used to do when they allow me back to the house, I went for a conference. In this conference, they told us write 7 people down or write your family members that you trust in God for God to save them. That was in 2010. I wrote down all my family members. So I mean, I love intercession. Every day I would intercede. Every day I would intercede, and I would have conflicts with my brother. My brother got saved. He is the one who got saved, and then today is a preacher, and then my mom followed
From Adressa.
From Adressa. He's a preacher today. He's ministering somewhere right now, you know. And then my mom followed, and then my younger sisters got saved, and now, man, God restored my family, man.
Jay, please bring me that book over there.
Yeah, bro.
How does this journey start here, bro?
Knocked down, but not out. Knocked down, but not out.
This is your first book.
My first book to introduce who is Bongani.
Knocked down, but not out.
That was my first book.
It's a powerful title, bro. Powerful title.
What happens in this book over here? Your first book, you begin to tell your story. Do you tell the story about converting to Christianity?
Yes.
Converting, the story about your family, the story you just told us now. Just walk us through this book in a nutshell, quick.
So basically, I always say to people, it's easy for someone to hate on you when you are successful, but they don't know your journey. It's someone who can come and say, hey, Bongani, you're chapter 12, but they don't know you're chapter 11. They gotta know where you started, how you built up, how God has raised you. So knocked down but not out is the introduction of Bongani, how Bongani came to Christ, how which places did Bongani find himself, the challenges, the obstacles, God's favor. Man, here in Pretoria, there's a stranger who bought me a car.
Serious?
Somebody who didn't know me. I just greeted the person, and the person saw the work that I was doing in the community, and they were inspired. In less than 5 minutes, someone got convicted by God, and they bought me a car, cash, in Centurion. So in my book, I cover such things that God used a stranger to buy me a car. God used someone to help me to get a license. So I've seen God's hand, even with the first book, Knocked Down But Not Out. I attended an event where a preacher was talking and he's saying that I've written so many books. And I'm like, I desire to write a book. I was like, sir, I don't have the money, but I have the desire to make an impact. Can I take you out on a lunch at McDonald's? I'm talking about a big guy. So he said to me, no, not a problem. It's fine, cool. I took him out. I said, I don't have the money. I don't know how much it costs to write a book, but this is agreement. I want to write a book. We finished this book within a week. When we finished the book within a week, it's like, sir, let's do it. We did it, and we went wild. People bought the book, did a tour, went around blessing people. But what I'm trying to say is that don't give up on what God has planted inside of you. That's why it's called knock down, but not out.
Now I want to get to this book, the latest
Sorry, bro.
one.
So can I get your
Go for
age,
it.
bro?
My age, I'm
Yeah.
27 now.
Oh, you're 27. Okay.
Now you're moving, bro.
Yeah. And are you full time? Sorry, bro. Are you full time in ministry?
Full-time in ministry. I'm full-time in ministry, but at the same time, I run my own organization called PAC Foundation, where I do charity work, a gap year program where I have students that I mentor how to be leaders. So basically what I believe is that I need to pass on the mantle to the next generation. So I do a mentorship. So I'm full-time at Discovery, full-time at PAC Foundation, and full-time as Bongani Putswane, the author. So yeah.
Three full-time jobs. So here's the thing, right? For everyone watching online right now and everyone that's live online right now, please do. The comment section is open in front of us. Please say what you want to say on the comment section. Please drop your comments over there. Drop your thoughts. Drop your questions if you have any. Drop your statements if you've got any. And we've got it open right in front of us. So if you do have any questions, any comments, anything there for Bongani, for anyone of us here today that's having this conversation, please do drop it in there, because clearly you can hear Bongani's story is riveting. It tells an interesting tale from the beginning all the way to the end, and not even to the end, to where we are now, because this is not the end. There's still a bunch more to come. There's a lot more to come. In fact, I think the best parts are still to come. And the title of this book is interesting to me. Public Success, Private Failure. Now you got to take us through this.
I gotta take out my coat for this one. It's yo man.
Now go for it, bro. Go for it.
You know, there's one thing I can say.
Do you want to take it off?
Should we get the aircon on, bro?
Please, please.
Okay.
Please, it's getting
hot in here now. It's getting hot in here now.
Here we go.
You know, I'm a fan of one of the preachers in Transformation Church, Pastor Mike Todd. He spoke about something that's very profound. Him and Tim Ross. The word hot, humble,
H-O-T.
open, and transparent.
I saw
You
that
know,
interview.
when you talk about this book, Public Success, Private Failure, man, I'm transparent. Like, I'm transparent with everything.
You go in.
I go in, bro. Like, I literally go in, especially with, I don't talk about it a lot, but I share it in different platforms with people, where my struggles, you know, how I felt emotionally, depression, you know, rejection, you know, when my friends dropped me, you know, I even speak about a mistake that I made about a loan, you know, where we family members, you know, we agreed on, like, okay, there's a project, let's do it. We're going to take things out of Bongani's account, and now nobody's paying. So I'm sharing every ministry, what I went through as a young person, because like I'm saying, it's easy for somebody to go on Instagram and like and follow you, but if they don't know what God has had to do behind the scenes, like David, what David declared publicly when he killed Goliath, people got excited, but they didn't know the preparation, you know. That's why I always talk about the 5 P's. Proper planning prevents poor performance, you know. So God had to prepare me, you know, but I'm very much naked in this book, as you could see even the cover, that I'm smiling, but the certain scars that I went through to be the person that I am today.
Yo, bro. So here you say, oftentimes it looks to the outside world that things are going all right. Like this cover, the cover already shows that the front part of the cover, even the as you say, the illustration on the front is already a telling tale to show that on the front side of this cover, what happens is that we are looking nice with a suit and tie. This is what the world sees. This is what is presented in public. This is what people think. But in the meantime, back at home, back inside in your spiritual life, back inside in your actual emotional state, your mental state, this is the stuff you're dealing with.
Bro, were you
No,
onto a cue
go
there?
for it.
Was there ever a moment, bro, where it was so tough, where you were almost at a point of throwing in the towel, but God stepped in? What was that one moment where you can literally encourage us all here today? It's like, yo, everything that was built up, that one moment was like the crossroads. To either I stand on this faith or like, yo, this is difficult.
Yo, man, I think for me, phew, man, what a difficult question. I'm trying to remember. But one of the challenging parts that I had with God is not that far, a year ago. So I was in Pretoria, and I was doing my own stuff, pushing my own organization, and I was just serving in a local church. I was not full-time, just serving in a local church. And God said to me that I'm calling you back to KZN. And I was like, no, I'm not going back to KZN. I'm called for Pretoria. And I lost my job because the contract ended in Rustenburg. And when I lost my contract, I had to try now and fight for rent money, and it was difficult. You know, when you live out of donations and people assisting you, but when there's no income coming, it was tough, bro. And my friend Pastor Gwanele calls me and says, Bongani, there's an opportunity here in Durban. There's a church called Discovery Church, and they would like to have you as a youth pastor. Hey, bro, I was like, no, bro. God has called me for Pretoria. And I'm called to be here in Pretoria. And
after God told you to go back.
After God told me to go back.
And
And
you're doing your own thing now.
and I'm doing my own thing. And that time also I was going through a season, it's in the book. My younger sister, I was investing a lot of money in her. She joined the same program that I joined called Foxfire to travel the world. In the middle of the program, I received a call that she's pregnant. And I've been investing on her. And I wanted
Was
her.
she staying in a different country at this point?
She was traveling. She was staying in Pietermaritzburg, but traveling to Cape Town, traveling to different countries. You know, I'm exposing her because straight out of school, in fact, she was the first one to even pass matric. You know, in a proper way. You
know the power of exposure and seeing the world and understanding how things work.
That hit me. Now I don't have a job. Now I'm hearing that my sister's pregnant, and then I hear another story again. My younger sister, the last born, that she's now disabled. Now she can't walk anymore. Now we like, what happened? All of a sudden she can't walk. Like man, there's so many things just happened and at once.
And you flying out here in your faith, God is like,
people like you.
Yeah.
They book you, you preach. People cry, you lay hands, and everyone's like, yo, I want to be like Bongani. Meanwhile, at the background, I'm in my room.
Rough, yeah.
It's tough. It's tough.
Bro, what are the... Hey, bro, just explain a little bit more those moments, bro. And I know it connects to your book. And a lot of times, you know, we go through this as well, bro, where the church scene, the church space, youth, preaching, whether it's preaching, performing, whatever you're doing in the kingdom, things are happening and, you know, God is moving.
But
as soon as you go back to the ranch,
sometimes
bro,
you jump in a car, there's no petrol.
People
Yeah.
don't understand those
I can tell you, bro. Bro, that's what I'm saying. You talking about my car broke down. The table, you see, my guy, this is what I'm telling you. I get emotional because that moment, you see, when God wants to, it's like Jonah, when God wants to move you to a different city, He's going to close everything for you. My car broke. My neighbor even said, throw away this car, Bongani. And I used the same car to drive to my next destination, which was Durban. The car was smoking, bro. I'm talking about real smoke. And I know how to drive a car with red lights. I know my car to get stuck in the highway. A friend comes and put petrol. You're talking about an international speaker. You're talking about this is an author. You're talking about a Bongani where everybody, when you walk in a room, everyone clap hands. But I'm also grateful for those moments because they help us to have pride. Yeah. They help us to realize that it's not about our own strength. It's not about our own ability. I'm gifted. I'm talented. I'm perfect in certain areas. But God needs a room in my life where He's gonna humble me,
Yeah.
where a tire's gonna bust, and I'm like, God, hey, Baba, hey, I need to buy a new tire. Sometimes God will put you in seasons of storms so that you'll understand that He's a Jehovah Jireh. You might know Him as a God of a blessing, but sometimes He has to put you through a difficult moment to understand that He's a God who will take you out of a storm.
Come on.
So, brother, let me tell you, I couldn't even pray when my sisters got ill, bro. Couldn't even pray.
Yeah.
How do I pray for someone? And let me first track it. From there, I accept the job, to come down to Durban. I drive 3 o'clock in the morning with a car that's broken, smoking. I had to sell some of the stuff. I've built up my life in Pretoria.
What is your Polo?
A Ford Figo. In Pretoria, there's a lot of Ford Figos. So it was a Ford Figo, a TDCI diesel car. And I just drove straight. I put the Benjamin Dube CD and I was crying. I said to God, why are you doing this to me now? I've served you so much. Yeah. Why is my younger sister? Because I work so hard so that they don't suffer. I suffered enough,
Now this is happening.
Now this is happening. Why my sister's pregnant now? Why my younger sister disabled now? Family members, it's witchcraft. They wanted to take her to Nyangas and what. I fought those things. I said, no, don't do that. As much as I'm devastated in my faith, but I believe that God is going to do a miracle in healing and bringing restoration. I moved to Durban.
And it could be witchcraft, but you can't go to Nyangas.
You can't.
Yeah. You have to go to God.
Bro, I went down to KZN, and guess what? I never even drive to my house. Drove straight to my next apartment. Went to my apartment. I couldn't face the reality that my sister can't walk. Took me time. The day when I walked into the house, tears roll in my eyes, bro. Now, I have 2 sisters that to the world, I'm an inspiration. And you ask yourself, I couldn't even inspire you guys. You'll sit with me. Like, what's wrong with you guys? But I also had to realize that they have to work their path. It's their journey. But for me, that hit me hard. To see my sister couldn't walk, bro. That child is smart. In school, A's. Now, and she was in grade 11, and the teacher said, Bongani, we gotta take her out of the
So what ended up being wrong then?
Hey, the funny thing, bro. That's what I'm saying, bro. God, when God wants you,
He'll make
closer to your family,
He'll find you.
He will find you. I moved to Durban. I said, no, I'll put my sister to the best hospitals. And let me talk about the power of relationships, which is in the book. There's a doctor by the name Dr. Bongani Dlomo. I do programs with him. He's a very powerful leader in terms of in hospitals. So I called him. I said, hey, sir, I've been traveling with you. I've been doing amazing stuff, but I have a problem here. My sister can't walk. He's like, okay, cool. Take her to the hospital. I get to the hospital. We wait. Nurses are very arrogant, bro. And
giving you attitude.
Nurses, they're very arrogant. And that time I'm quiet. I never told them that, hey, I'm sent by, so and so. Hey, got to a point where I was like, I had enough. I called the doctor. I'm like, hey, doctor, I'm having a problem. He calls the CEO of the hospital. He says, hey, there's my young man there. Because I travel with these guys, bro. Like when we go to events, like, they open the door for you, There, I'm a normal guy. I'm just normal.
You were keeping your cool, but you know that you can play a card. That
you can play the card if you want to.
Yeah.
But you don't want to use it if you don't need to use it. Yeah.
They send the CEO of the hospital, Dr. Green, comes rushing down, white guy. Sorry, Mr. Bongani. The other doctors, I'm not going to mention, other doctors started tatazelaring, saying, hey, who's this guy that can get a CEO out of the office to come and
apologize. Sort it out,
Then everything came smooth. They check my sister. They find out there's few problems here. She just needs to take medication, wada, and stuff like that. As I speak to you now, because God used me to come back home, they were about to take my sister to Nyangas, bro. Now she can walk.
Come on.
Now she can walk because I fought and I put her in the best hospital and stuff like that. They gave her medication and my guy,
But now power of relationship also,
power
like
of relationships.
Is this everything happening now in Durban, bro?
In Durban, bro.
Because I want to get back to that, to the journey of the whole, you stuck in PTA and you're like, God, now I got to be here. Now you're on your way to Durban. Speak about Durban now.
Durban changed my life, bro. That's why I even dropped this book was finished during COVID. But depression and everything you're going through, bro, it's like, man. And when I go to Durban, under a great leader, you know there's a difference, man. You see, when you're under someone who believes in you, you'll thrive.
Facts.
You'll try. I'm telling you, bro, you'll be whatever. That man, Pastor Satlugo Sitole and Mam Lorraine at Discovery Church, they told me one thing. They said, son, we're going to take you like our son. We're going to make sure that you succeed. We're not intimidated by your gift. We're going to help you wherever
But
we can help
I think, bro, on that point, we got to help a lot of senior pastors.
you. Bro.
Because you know how they're killing
Bro.
people's gifts, bro. You got youngsters that want to move, that can get things done. But that intimidation by the fact that God has given you something, now you're intimidated by the success.
Bro.
Now you want to keep the guy down. Now you want to say, hey, I'm the pastor here. And blah, blah, blah.
Who are you to write a book? There's a pastor. I'm not going to mention names.
No,
There's a pastor
don't
said,
mention
I said, as a young lion, I'm on fire. I said to him, hey, pastor, I want to write books. I want to do this. I said, young man, you've never been through nothing. What can you write
do you
about?
know?
I said,
Hey,
sir,
bro, they like that story, bro.
I'm like,
I really like that story.
why do I have to suffer? Look at what
Too
he,
young.
look at typical example what T. Jakes is doing to his daughter Sarah Jakes. He
Facts,
suffered.
bro.
He's giving her a platform. And
Massive, yeah,
why
massive
must I
platform.
suffer when my father has played a big role? Give me a true pass. Let me score the goals.
Yeah, that's through
Exactly.
ball, bruv.
Exactly.
That mentality has to die, bro. Good day, Bongani. Who are you to write books? Now I dropped my second book. My pastor never wrote no book. He was in my book launch to support me.
But the amount of times I heard, you're too young, you don't understand this thing, you must still go through this and this and
And
this.
why must I go through that?
Like, hey, bruh. Look, there's things that you must go through to learn the lesson. But there's times where, like you say, you've already worked the soil all the way there. Play me a true pass, bruh. Let
Bro.
me just go and I'm already here,
Bro,
I'm already here. Let me just finish.
that's why I always say to people, I hate meetings. If you have a coffee with me, I don't even waste your time. Young man, what do you need? Oh, Bongani, please plug me with this. I'm like, there's a number, do it. Why must I have a meeting with the person, listen to their story, get emotional,
And now decide.
I have the number.
And now decide also if I want to help you or
And
not.
decide.
Because now I'm thinking, this one, because I have the number. I have the contact. I know the proper person to call that will make this thing go away in 2 minutes. But now I want to play. You know what this is? This is, I want to play God. I want to be the middleman. I want to say that. Now I want to say, hey, you know what? Bongani phoned me. He came to me. You see that contract that he's got now for 2.5 million?
It's me.
Yeah, me. I put him in touch with this and this
Bro.
and this. It's that power trip game that people want to play, bro. But that mentality, as you said, it must die.
Hey, man.
It really has to die. For the youngins coming up, and Jay and I always have this conversation where I say, bro, because I'm 36 now, right? So I'm getting up there close to 40. But I'm saying, I don't want to ever be in the position that oftentimes I was put in. But that same thing, where I'm moving, I'm making things happen, I'm traveling, I'm preaching, I'm sharing platforms with celebrities. And God's doing things. Then get told that story about, you're too young, you don't understand that. Yeah, you must wait until you're 50 before you start understanding how this works and this and this. And that thing kills you. You know that thing, I like what you said when you said that someone who believes in you and someone that lets you move.
Bro,
You can move mountains, bro. You can move mountains. But if they keep
Success.
holding you back like this, it's like, yes, bro, I can move. I have the youth, I have the passion, I have the zeal, and I have you in
My
my
guy.
corner, so that I can come back and say, Ish, Pastor,
my guy.
I went through so and so. Okay, right, come, let me show you. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. That's the role you must be playing. Not, what do you know? Are you a kid? You don't know this thing. The role senior pastors you must play.
Yes, senior
Especially when
pastor,
it comes to your youth pastors and your guys. That
You have to look after them.
let that guy run or that lady, let her run.
Thrive, bro.
And she will come or he will come back and say, hey, pastor, so and so and so and so, what do I do? That's where you as the father, as the leader, as the authority figure, now you come in and you say, all right, let me show you. I've been here back in 2010 or in 1980 so and so. This is how you play this one. You make so.
That's so good. That's so good, bro.
But don't try and squash the person when they
Bro,
want to move.
I know. I call it a lead ministry. They close you up like this, bro. You see, one of the things when I go to Durban, yo, man, I think because the leader also been through so much. Sometimes it's always good to go under leaders who've been hurt and God has restored them. And because when I go to Durban, I was skinny, bro. I was skinny because I was a hustler in Pretoria, like pushing my own stuff. Now I get a father and I get a mother who says, "Hey, son, here, this is how we operate."
You were like this?
Bro, I was bad, my guy. Like, it was bad, you know. And there, when I got there, bro, the love, the support, the guy told me straight, "Bongani, I believe in excellence. Today I'm carrying an iPhone 14 because of a man. I bought it myself, but he taught me about excellence, saving. Bongani, you're an influencer now. You can't just rock up like this, you know." Amen. You know, I wish we can have more mentors who have a best interest of heart for you to win, even though they might not benefit.
But Bongani, tell me this, right? Because we're on an interesting topic now. You, as the person moving and making the moves and getting the invites and doing the things that you're doing, right? Do you end up running away, or do you end up remembering those people who picked you up in your lowest moments?
I remember them, bro.
When you run into a roadblock, where do you end up going back? As far as counsel, advice, this, that, and the other. Like you were saying, advice about how to go, how to do this. I'm making a point here. Because the point I'm making is I'm not gonna run, bro.
No.
I'm gonna come back and say, "Hey, Pastor."
It's the same thing I'm always saying to pastors. Even when I rocked in Durban, there's so many guys who made me offers after that. Because they see my youth ministry, that God is thriving, it's growing. And I'm like, guys, I value the relationship I have. In fact, the pastor now, Pastor Satlugu, is my father. I took him like as my father. Like, I believe that the organization that I'm leading, it's like my household also. It's like home. Other guys made offers and said, "Bongani, we're going to give you this." I was like, guys, you can give me that, but you can't give me the relationship. You can give me this, but you can't give me the time that this man gives me. This man has pioneered and built me up. Even if I can travel, like right now I'm on a sabbatical, I'm resting. I'm only going back to youth. Our youth is opening on Friday. And it's not built around Bongani. It's not built around a person. It's built around God. There's systems in place to make it to function. But, hey, bro, even if a big offer comes, bro, there's nothing that's going to move me, bro, because of the relationship. Because, bro, I'm scared. I've met savages out there, bro. People who don't care about you. They only care about how you preach.
And what you can bring to the table.
And what you can bring after that, they cut you off. But when somebody says, "Bongani, hey, sort out your finances. Hey, son, sort out this. Get married, son. Get this in order." And you think I'm going to kick that relationship for a piece of paper? And chase paper instead of purpose? No.
And then God will show you flames there in the front. Then you sit down and realize,
now you realize. Now,
I should have stayed there.
No. If it's the right season for you to move, you and the senior pastor will also feel it's the right season for the young man to leave, and you do things.
But
the
it
right
doesn't
way.
mean you missed the relationship.
You can't. Even now, I'll be very honest. I'm an honest person, bro. Even the relationship where I resigned, I felt that God is saying to me, "Bongani, go amend and sort out the relationship," because those are the guys who introduced you to Christ. And I took that step and I went to apologize. Whether you were right or whether you were wrong, sometimes you gotta apologize, because this journey, the world is round.
Yeah.
One day, today, I'll make an example. I was in a Gautrain. Hey, you guys, you don't know how crazy God uses me, bro. I was in a Gautrain. When on the Gautrain, when I jumped off, the same guy who was in a leadership committee with me here in Pretoria in our youth, I met him in a Gautrain.
This morning.
Greeted me. He was shocked to see me.
He's wondering what you doing in Joburg.
Yeah.
What you doing in the country?
He was shocked. Good. Hey, Bongan, that's what I'm saying. If I was nasty to that guy, if I was bad to that guy, he would
now
never...
you have to look away and pretend you didn't see each other. You know that,
bro.
Right? When you see the person coming down there, you start looking.
Bro,
that happened to my father. He says this one guy that left the church, he saw him coming down. He starts looking into the shop window. When he walks past, he's looking into the lingerie window here, and he's not married because he was scared the pastor was coming. He's like,
and you don't want to live like that, bro. Like, as time goes, bro, you value peace more than anything.
Nah, facts. Major.
You know, when you value peace, you want to grow. And this is a leadership book. I just want to have peace, bro. If that's why I'm saying, if I have made wrongs, if I've hurt you, I apologize. I take responsibility. Let's move on. But I don't want to be stuck in the past. I always say this to school kids. Your past is a place of reference, not a place of resident. You don't belong there. You don't need to stay there. Every day you go there and you want to live there. You want to live there. Sometimes move on. That's why people get shocked. People want to, wow, you move on quickly. You can tell me your story now. I'm not going to be in the person to go in the pulpit and share your story. No, bro. I don't care. Bro, it's your journey. It's what God is doing in your life.
I got my own journey also.
Facts.
And I've heard so
Facts.
many stories before, bro. It's not necessary for me to go and take
Yo,
your
bro,
laundry there on
no,
the pulpit.
you know,
Nah, facts.
so part of me growing up as a leader, Durban is really, bro, I'm doing very well. God has really took us to a greater heights, opening so much doors also for me personally. I'm growing in my character, I'm growing in leadership, you know, and I'm no more leading from the front, but I'm leading from the back, you know, because there's a phase also with us as youth pastors, you know, where we want to be the face of everything, where you want to get the hand claps, but sometimes God will say to you, you got to lead from the back, allow other guys to start growing and other stuff. But I'm a big fan of mentorship, so I mentor close to over 100 young people, bro, that I mentor, because I believe that in order for you to be great, be mentored, be planted. When I travel this side, I'll make typical example. I mean, I'm a very simple person. I had an option to fly, but I realized that if I fly, it's going to be quicker, and I'm not going to. It's very difficult on a flight to connect with people, and people will never do that because everyone will mind their own business. It's like, I'm intentional for this sabbatical. Let me feel what people are feeling, because God has been taking me through greater things. I'm driving and whatever. So let me take a taxi. I took a taxi from from Durban to this side. Guess what happened in the taxi? A lady. I was sitting with a guy. Only in Montrose, the guy asked me a question that was next to me. What do you do, bro? You are very quiet. The guys were talking and I'm very quiet. What do you do? I said, I'm an author. I said, really? I took out my book. I gave him my book. The lady was sitting, like, are you an author? Can I see your book? She started reading my book from Montrose to Joburg. The lady finished my book on the trip. She could not believe what God done in my life. I started ministering in a taxi. Even took the
Which
guy's
one did you
number.
give him? This one or that one?
That one, the other one. And
That one tells the story.
That one tells the story. And the lady says, sure, man. You are sitting and you are quiet. I was like, I just wanted to be in the moment. Sometimes we get too busy traveling and all that preaching there. We get to forget, what do you feel? You know, like now even I'm enjoying the Gauteng, I'm enjoying the simplest things because I've been giving. Now it's time to receive. So I'm enjoying Joburg, man.
Did you go to Park Station?
Yeah, I went to Park Station. Bro. Jumped off there. It's crazy there. Seeing
busy
people,
there,
it's busy, bro. You
How
know?
about you a natural hustler? I was thinking, hey, must I tell this guy? You
Yeah.
must just watch out there.
Yeah, no, I'm a natural hustler. So already,
'Cause you
when
know
I'm-
there,
you know, so,
Hey,
so,
bro.
so, but for me personally, I'm revived and refreshed, you know, because now I can actually. It's also good for leaders to know what other people are going through on the ground, because you don't want to shoot on top above people's heads. You know, I was preaching in one church yesterday. Had an amazing service. I was talking about the woman with the issue of the blood, and my question that I left the church with, I was like, "What are you bleeding from, and how will you heal from that brokenness?" So it's very important to know who you're leading, where they are, and what they are going through, so that you can be relevant to what they are going through, so that you can feed their needs and they receive their healing.
Nah, my brother, I just want to shout out Kola in the comments, and of course Lyndon as well. My brother, thank you so much for coming through. Kola. Kola's asking a question. She's saying, how did you forgive those friends that dropped you?
Yo, bro, I think I have no choice. The Bible doesn't give us a choice not to forgive. The Bible says, forgive those who have hurt you. You know, I cannot say to God to forgive me, but I don't forgive others. You know, I think forgiveness, it's how deep you have a relationship with God, because God deals with the heart. The more you spend time in prayer, the more you spend time reading the word convicts you.
It convicts you the things
It convicts
that you don't want to deal with. The things you know, this thing.
Yeah, it's the word, because
It shines a light on
yes,
that thing. Yeah.
on that thing. So God dealt with me in terms of forgiveness, because that thing broke me, bro. It messed up my life. It messed up my public speaking. It messed up a lot of things. I have a picture also here, somewhere here about my teeth. And hey, bro, it's crazy. I think in the part of destroy. But I had to let
messed up
go.
your confidence also.
Everything, bro. It messes up everything because now there's a picture. It looks bad, bro. Look.
Yeah, bro.
You know, it looks bad. It messes up your confidence. It messes up who you are. I've visited a dentist over, 50 times. I've been injected. I've been put stuff. I've been cleaned. Bro. But at the end of the day, I ask myself, do I need to be like that man at the pool who always said, I don't have anybody to push me? Or do I
going to find a way to jump?
I have to find a way to jump or take responsibility. So I had to tell the guys, even you don't need to even tell the guys I forgive you. You forgive yourself first, and then automatically the other people will be easy for you to forgive. The toughest forgiveness that I had to do was my father. Took out my father on a date. Told him straight that I used to hate you. Didn't like you. You just existed saying that you're a father, but you never played a role. And I forgave my father. That was the toughest one. The other guys, it's much easier. And when you after you forgive, there's a weight that just gets lifted off your shoulders, man. You feel free, man. You live a life. You feel different, man. You know. So forgiveness is not just you going for therapy and then you'll forgive. God will deal with you. Has to deal with the heart because it has to come out of the heart and then it will flow out of you. Thank you for that question.
Nah, man, we so inspired by your journey, bro, and your story. What hope would you give someone sitting in 2023 in October? And I think we actually started with this in the beginning. And now December's around the corner, and there were certain goals and stuff that you set out to do. But you know how it goes. Life happens, bro, and people get discouraged, and they're looking like, wow, 2024 is around the corner. I'm sitting in this place of just a pit. Just a pit, being stuck. What hope would you give that person?
No, it's quite simple. Go back to your vision. Go back to your vision. I love the illustration of Eric Thomas where he speaks about the mentor taking the young man to the ocean and he pushes him under the water. And when he pushes him under the water, this young man is fighting to breathe. And when he releases him, this young man is breathing. And he's like, what are you doing? You want to kill me? He says, the same way that you wanted to breathe under the water, it's the same way you got to drive towards your dreams. So I want to say to somebody that you feel that the year has ended and nothing, you've never achieved anything. I want to say to you, get up, try again. Get up, try again. Now. And if you don't change your mindset and your attitude, 2024 is still going to be the same year. And stop having an attitude of getting paid 12 times in 365 days. Let me repeat that again. You getting paid 12 times in 365 days and you are comfortable with that?
Yeah.
You got to make 2 weeks.
12 times. And
12
it doesn't
times.
stretch. But especially if you got responsibilities. That first week, everything is gone.
Already, it's already, what's the day today? It's the second. Already, some of you pay Lili Mali. Already, you're calling friends to support. So what I'm trying to say to you, we live in a world where everybody can be successful. We all can be millionaires. You got to ask yourself, what do you have in your hand? What God asked Moses, what do you have in your hand? Some of you, God's going to use you through social media where you're going to make impact and then that's how you grow your network. But don't give up. Don't give up. Keep on going. Keep on knocking doors. Keep on chasing. The word no means next opportunity. It doesn't mean it's the end. The full stop that you receive when you're writing a sentence and you put a full stop, it doesn't mean it's the end of a sentence, but it's the beginning of a new sentence. So in your life right now, look at your circumstances. Look at what you're going through and say, God, can you use my brokenness for my victory? God is going to take your scars and turn them into stars. God is going to take your mess and turn it into a message. God is going to take your trials and tribulations and turn it into a most amazing story that you never thought. So stop looking down on yourself, forgive yourself, and by the way, take yourself out on a date, man. Stop being hard on yourself. Stop being hard on yourself.
Nah, that's true, bro.
Date yourself. Take out yourself and
go watch a movie and go and sit somewhere and buy yourself a burger or something. Yeah.
A lot of people are depressed. It's because
facts, bro.
Yeah, you're too depressed. I mean, like I'll be very honest. This sabbatical that I've been here, I've been on sentence, sitting alone.
Yeah.
Sitting alone,
just
dating,
relaxing.
having coffee, and people are like, "Man, are you crazy?" No, I'm not crazy. I have a relationship with myself. I have a meeting with myself. Because most of you, when people leave you, you think it's the end. But meanwhile, God is saying, I want to have an encounter, just you
Yeah.
and I. So what I'm trying to say to you as you're listening to this, don't give up. Try again, try again, try again. The best is yet to come.
Bro. I can see why you're a motivational speaker, bro. Bro, where can we
Facts,
get
broski.
these? Where can we get these books, my G?
So basically, you can get the book by me. You can follow me on social media. It's Bongani Putswane.
These two are mine, no?
100%.
I put him on the spot there. He just had to say.
Bro.
But after the show,
I'm
hey,
all
bro.
about that support. Bro.
Yeah, not defs.
Yeah, so you can get it by me, and you can WhatsApp me. You can call me. My number is 083 993 4046. Let me say it again: 083 993 4046. So you can contact me and you can get the book by me. And let's.
What are
spread
we
the
looking
word.
like price wise here, bro?
Yeah, it's only 250. So it's 250.
Each?
Each is 250. So yeah, that assists us to make sure that we can go everywhere where school, especially schools. You know,
But that's not bad, bro.
Yeah, it's not bad. My desire is to go to schools, you know, and make an impact. So yeah, thank you so much for the love and the support. I appreciate it, family.
Alright, so you can get obviously Bongani's book. Clayt, is there a way you can put that number on? Do you think it will? Bongs, just give us the number again, please, my brother.
083 993.
Look, ladies, sorry, if not, just rewind it a bit and then
Yeah.
just listen to
Yeah.
it again and jot it down. But go for it.
083 993 4046.
Got it. Thank you,
Thank you
sir.
so much.
So yeah, so they can hit you up, and then what will happen? Would you have to send it to them via
Yes.
some sort of fast?
Yes,
track or
I
whatever else?
send it through them via delivery. If
Yeah.
I'm around the city, like even now I'm doing book deliveries in different places to different people. So yeah, they just hit me up and then I will send it to them. And yeah,
And then you'll send the banking information.
yes,
and all
banking
that kind of
information, and then they can just pay and stuff like that. And then that's how we rock. But yeah, thank you so much.
You know what the interesting thing is, like, so Bongani and I, this is the first time we're meeting in public. you know?
It's crazy.
In private like this, in reality.
I have a story to tell. You also tell your one.
Go for it. Okay, no, so my story is not long. My thing is this: we started chatting on social media, on Instagram, on WhatsApp and all this.
Sure.
We got involved, and I just took a shot, man. I was like, yo, let me hear Bongani's story. Let me see what it's
Let's
about.
go.
I can see he's got his things, his ducks in a row here. His books are
Yeah.
neat. Everything is like, he's got his website sorted out. It's like, this guy looks like he knows what he's talking about. Let's hear what he's got to say. And
Yeah, man.
bruh, I did it. For me, I'm happy. I'm happy. I said yes, man, to have this conversation. with you.
Sure,
I'm
Vince.
definitely happy.
No. God
was
is
worth
really,
it.
God is really crazy. My mentor is actually Melody Mia. So he came on the show here, you know. So basically, you guys have been following you guys since 2018. So I've been following the church, and I've been following the church. I've been inspired. Actually, I watch your father preach most of the time because I do illustrations a lot. And man, I watch like most of the services I watch. I go back to the old sermons where he's preaching, and I always say to myself, actually, for me, this is like history happening because I never thought I'll be here. But I always pray. I said, God, one day I would like to come to this church and just fellowship, see how they do stuff. And when Melody Mia came, I was like, oh God, I pray that one day I'll get an opportunity. But today I'm here.
Hey, bro.
And I'm so emotional.
Come on.
You guys are you're a huge
Hey.
inspiration to me, and what you guys are doing, even with the youth group. Yo, man, like I'm actually living. The stuff that, hey bro, I'm a writer. I write things on my vision board. I pray, and now it's for me like I'm shocked, like to be in the moment where I always used to speak these things in a dark room. Now it's like happening, and this brother here is like a big
Yeah.
fan. Also, I support him a lot, and yeah, I'm starstruck a bit there, and I know that you're a rapper, you know. So I know you guys, you know, because I've been seeing you guys through social media, and now God just makes it happen. So I'm really grateful for this opportunity. Thank you so much, guys, and may God bless you guys. Thank you so much for this opportunity.
Nah, my brother, thank you
What,
for your...
whoa, was that your story or is it another story?
I know that's my story.
Oh, that's his story. Oh, I thought you were gonna throw undercover shots, maybe. But it's cool.
Nah, bro.
Nah, bro. But broski, I'm gonna be honest with you. It's actually dope to have you here, bro. It's actually dope. Just your energy, your presence, bro. One can definitely feel there's an anointing on your life, bro. And I think we both honored to be sitting in this seat across you, bro, and having this conversation. We don't take it light at all, broski. So yeah, I know. We definitely should keep in touch and teamwork
Now
makes
we
a dream
connected
work.
now,
Yeah,
bro.
bro. Teamwork makes a dream work, and I know that together, God will definitely take us all to great heights.
My brother, for me, from my side, I'm inspired by your story, man. I didn't know the side about conversion from Islam, and that to me is, at the moment, that is a big thing that I've been focusing on for the past probably 3-4 months, especially with the whole Andrew Tate journey, because the amount of influence people have on the youth, and how that the different religions are being kind of brought to the forefront, and for me to hear your story, that your conversion and the effect that it had on your life when you had an encounter with Jesus. And if there's one thing bro, we're big on encounter. We're big on relationship.
Exactly.
We're big on, let's rather have the relationship and not the religion. That's the main thing that we're so big on. And so for me to hear your story like that, it's just, I can't believe what God has been doing through your life, man. It's for me, I'm amazed, man. I'm really amazed, and it's an honor to be connected with you in this way now. And I'm looking forward to the crazy things we're gonna do to plunder hell and to conquer heaven.
I know I'm hosting you guys in Durban, bro.
Looking forward to it, man.
Hosting you guys in Durban. Let's rock.
Let's do it, my brother. Any closing remarks for the viewers?
I think for me personally, I would say to the guys, love yourself before you love somebody, and value yourself. It's like this water. This water, the price is different. If I buy this water from the streets, they can sell it to me for 5 rand. And if I go to a engine garage, this is like 14 rands. So go to a place where they value you. Where they value you, that's where you're going to experience growth. So stop staying in a place where you are underrated, where you are cheap. Stop living cheap, start living rich. So my name is Bongani Putswane. I love you so much. Enjoy your Monday.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's it from us. Thank you so much. See you on the next one. Love you. Goodbye. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to it.
Good morning to the folks. What up to the youngins, and bless up to the world.
And then Tay just put your info on blast like that.
It's what the people want to know, bro. My bad.
Nah, bro.